Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to practice. We are continuing up the chakra system, and we have arrived at our third chakra, Manipura, the solar plexus. And this chakra of fire and energy and power is related around our sense of self, our autonomy, who we are as an individual, directed, willed action, um, having a sense of transformation of what we've been building from the root. And I did want to share just like a little snippet back with Eastern Body, Western Mind by Anodea Judith. It says, true purpose of power is transformation. Okay? So talking about how power can be balanced or imbalanced, but when we get to the true purpose of it, it is to create a sense of transformation and action. Okay? The purpose of the third chakra is to transform the inertia of matter and movement into a conscious direction of willed activity. Then she goes on to say, we must be willing to leave passivity behind. We must be willing to leave the way it has always been to transform our habits, set a new course, and enter chakra 3. We must be willing to individuate, to step out of the familiar and expected and confront the challenge of uncertainty. Thus, to be independent of public opinion is the first formal condition of achieving anything great, says Hegel. You must be the change you wish to see in the world, says Gandhi. And so allowing our practice today to be focused around creating a sense of power and fire within the body. So we'll be doing a lot of core connection and twisting. And then I also incorporated some of this like bow and arrow action to help us think about the intention that we want to set, and then to direct our energy in a really focused way towards that intention. Yeah. We are going to start on the back body today. So if that feels comfortable for you, go ahead and find your way to the earth. Just take a moment to lay down, sink and settle into your space. If it feels okay, allow your eyes to soften shut. And just take a moment to transition into the mindfulness of your practice, the awareness of your body and its connection to the earth, the awareness of your breath as it flows in and out. As we cultivate this sense of grounding, a foundation from which we can then move. Just feel the weight of your bones. Drop a little bit deeper towards the earth beneath you. Allow any initial tension to begin to melt away. And begin the process of deepening your breath, gathering a little bit more air with your next inhale to fill your body more fully. And then finding that really slow, steady, complete release with your breath out. As you continue to expand each breath in, and to lengthen each exhale. Considering an intention you'd like to set for your practice or for this current chapter in your life. So you have that clear intention towards which you can send your focus and your energy. And drawing that intention into your heart and mind, forming it into an intention as if it were already true. So it could be, I am powerful, right? Versus I want to be powerful. But stating the intention as though it were true in this present moment, already obtained. As you focus in on that personal intention, also reminding yourself that you have complete autonomy on your yoga mat to create the practice that feels really true in your body, that nourishes and serves you at each level, body, heart, and mind. At any point, if you need to balance out the heat that you're cultivating, you can always come back to this shape and an open mouth exhale. Leaning into our intentions, let's take a deep inhale all together. Let your lungs fill to the top. And when you're ready, an open mouth exhale, release that breath out, send the intention out. Add twice more, a deep inhale in. An open mouth exhale, release. Just one more time, your deepest inhale as you're ready. And then wide open mouth exhale, let it go. And begin to shift towards Ujjayi breath. Let your lips seal. Take an inhale through your nose, nice and full. And this time, keep your lips sealed and maintain that same strong quality of breath as you exhale through your nose. As you cultivate your Ujjayi breath, allowing that audible quality to move into your breath so you can really hear that movement of energy. It will set the tempo of your practice. And starting to add in some movement, begin to find some circles through your ankles and your wrists. Take maybe at least 2 to 3 really slow, intentional circles through your ankles and wrists in each direction. And then from there, eventually reach into your full body stretch. Follow your inhale to extend your hands up and overhead. And with your exhale, start to bring your knees into your chest. And gather yourself into an embrace, hugging to the center space of your belly, feeling into your solar plexus. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale to let your knees fall to the left, gentle twist. Maybe your gaze tips over to the right. Just offer 2 intentional breaths down the length of your right side body. Your third inhale will draw you back to the midline. Take your time. And your exhale will just initiate the twist to the opposite direction. Let your knees slowly and gently to the right, and then maybe let your gaze fall over to the left. And just like before, fill your left side for 2 cycles of breath. Our yoga practice is a setting, both on and off the mat, that allows us to explore a sense of who we are. And through that exploration, we also begin to more deeply understand our relationship between ourselves and the world within and around us. So leaning into curiosity and exploration today. When you're ready, come back to center once again. And then we're going to start to move into a little bit of core connection. So knees will stay bent. Place your feet down to the earth to start. So you're like in a bridge setup. Pelvis stays grounded. Take your fingertips behind your head, elbows nice and wide. And then we're going to send our right leg forward towards a hover. Only sending your leg so low as you can keep your low back anchored to the earth. Flex through your right heel, send energy down the length of your right leg. And also root strong and firm through your left foot. Take a nice big breath in. Feel the energy at your center already building. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your right knee towards your body and find a twist. Left elbow towards your right thigh. Drive your left foot into the earth. Going slow and intentional as you inhale, send your right leg forward, extend, and bring your heart back to center once again, that same starting position. And twice more like this. We'll exhale, bend, and twist same direction. Left elbow towards your right thigh. With your in-breath, reach your right leg forward, bring your heart back to center. This time as we exhale, we'll bend and twist, same thing as before, but we're going to pause, holding here. Everything will stay the same, except you're going to send your left leg forward towards that hover, again only so low as your low back is supported and rooted to the earth. Flexing energy through both feet, take a big breath in. Now just your left leg is going to slowly lift to the sky as you exhale. And inhale, left leg lowers to your low point. Feel the movement coming from your center strength. And then exhale, left leg to the ceiling. Feeling some heat start to cultivate. We have one more like this. Breath in, left leg lowers. Slow and steady. And from your deep core strength, exhale, left leg lifts. Release and relax knees to chest, let your head and shoulders drop back. Taking a breath in, place your feet to the earth. Your exhale, little windshield wiper side to side. We'll find that same progression on second side. So when you're ready, start to adjust your feet back to that starting bridge setup. Fingertips behind your head, elbows open, send your left leg forward and reach energy through both of your feet. Nice big breath in. As you exhale, bend your left knee and twist right elbow towards your left thigh. Using the entire length of your inhale to reset through center, left leg forward, heart to the midline. Breath out, and the strength of your core will take you to that twist. Bend your left knee, right elbow reaches across. One more time, inhale, lengthen and open. Then exhale, bend and rotate through your center to your twist, pausing there. When you're ready, start to reach your right leg long. Reactivate through your core, take your inhale, and then use the entirety of your exhale to slowly sweep your right leg to the sky. We'll follow breath for 2 more cycles. Inhale, right leg lowers with control. Finding that control in your power. Exhale, right leg lifts. Good, last one. Inhale, right leg lowers. It doesn't have to go super low, so listening to your body. And then exhale, right leg to the ceiling. Release knees to chest, head and shoulders drop back. Windshield wipers, or maybe a version of happy baby as you take a big breath in. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. We'll start to travel into our tabletop pose. So maybe rock and roll to make your journey there, or just tip over to one side and push your way up. And as you find yourself on all fours, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, you'll start to find your way into a cow pose to stretch out through the belly that we just strengthened. So inhale, scoop your heart in, tailbone tall. Root into the earth, pull your ribcage forward away from your pelvis, make space. And as you exhale, press and curl into your cat pose. creating distance between your shoulder blades at the back of your heart. And 2 more with your breath. Feel free to add in any additional organic movement, whatever feels good in your body in this moment. You follow the tempo of your inhale and your exhale. That final cycle of breath here. Breathing into your cow. And then breath out carries you to cat. Good. So to come to your neutral tabletop, and then as you inhale, twisting open to the right, reach your right hand high. Pause here before you go to your thread the needle. Think about using the strength of your center to help twist you around. Big push away of the earth. Breath in. On your exhale, you're going to thread your right hand underneath you. Don't lower all the way down. Just hover your right shoulder as you reach across. And then inhale from your core, twist back open, right hand to the sky. Good. Twice more like that. Exhale, reach your right hand through, find that hover. Push the earth away. Inhale, right leg tall. Right hand rather tall. Good. Last one. Exhale, thread and reach, finding that hover. And then inhale, right hand tall. Now as you exhale, take a big backstroke circle with your right arm. On your inhale, reverse that circle. And as you breathe out, start to reach your right hand forward, preparing for your spinal balance. Engage through your center. Start to send your left leg up and back. As opposite limbs extend, take a big breath in. On your exhale, draw elbow towards knee. Push the earth away. Round your upper back to the sky for more access to your strong center. On your inhale, reach long through your right hand and your left leg. Good, same thing. Exhale, curl up and away from the earth. Try not to lean back so much. Think about drawing up towards the ceiling. Last time, inhale, reach long. And exhale, curl in. Push the earth away. Good. Reach long with your inhale. Find your tabletop as you exhale. Let your knees walk wide, child's pose. Take a moment for that to integrate. Rest your forehead to the earth, hips to your heels. Take a generous inhale. And maybe an open mouth exhale. Good. Keep your hips to your heels. Slowly start to roll up so you're sitting onto your shin bones. Taking a twist, right hand goes behind you like a second spine. Left hand can find the outside of your right thigh. Breath in to grow nice and tall. And exhale to rinse and rotate around and look over your right shoulder. Follow an inhalation to come through center. Reach both hands to the ceiling. And exhale, twisting to the opposite side. Left fingertips behind you, right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Breath in, lift and lengthen. Breath out, rinse and rotate. Maybe look towards the back of the room. As you unravel with your next breath, adjust forward into your tabletop pose again. Create your strong roots and start to twist your left hand to the sky. And use the foundation, your base, to push yourself into that twist. Your core rotates you around. Take a breath in. Exhale, hovering thread the needle. Send your left arm through, left shoulder just hovers above the earth. Push the earth away. Inhale to open back up. Exhale, thread, reach, hover. One more time. Inhale, left hand goes high. Exhale, dive your left hand through. And breath in, unwind, reach your left hand tall. Breath out, one backstroke with your left shoulder. As you inhale, reverse that circle. And then exhale, sends your left hand forward for your spinal balance. Begin to reach your right leg up and back. Drive down into your right hand and left foot. Take a big breath in. Exhale, elbow towards knee, curl up and away from the earth. Draw your front ribs in. Inhale, is your extension reach long. Your breath out curls you to center, elbow towards knee. And then last round, inhale, extend. And exhale to contract. Follow your breath to lengthen. With breath out, tabletop release. And tuck your toes underneath and then begin to reach your hips back to your heels, sitting up on your heels. Take a couple of wrist circles in each direction again. Deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale, let the breath go. Okay, so allowing the feet to open here in what is sometimes called fire toes. Give it one more breath. And we'll make our way into our first downward facing dog. So once you feel complete here, go ahead and shift forward. Plant through your palms and press your hips up and back. As you arrive in your downward facing dog, feel that big push through your hands, through your feet, but also facilitate that upward lift of your pelvis through the engagement of your strong center. Feel your core helping to draw the energy up and back away from the earth so that you feel a little bit more buoyant. And release and relax the weight of your skull. When you're ready, take your walk to the top of your yoga mat to find your forward fold. Inviting softness into your knees, release and relax over your thighs. Take a moment here, just notice your breath, notice your body. Come back to the intention that you set. You're focusing in that direction, the energy that you cultivate on your mat today. And keep some of the softness in your knees. Begin to lean energetically forward just a little bit. Keep that forward energy. Then as you inhale, find your halfway lift. Maybe press your hands into your shin bones as levers to light up your core. Tipping forward as if you're peeking over the edge of a cliff, over a diving board. And then exhale, forward fold, release. We'll rise all the way to stand with our next breath in, Urdhva Hastasana. At the top, exhale, hands to heart. And release your fingers in front of your heart except for pointer fingers and thumbs, so you have this little arrow. On your inhale, reach your fingertips, your pointer fingertips forward and up towards the sky. Maybe adding a slight little tip of your heart to the ceiling. On your exhale, bend your knees, send your fingertips forward and down to the earth, releasing your hands as you find your forward fold. Halfway lift with your next breath in, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale to your high plank. Find that strong foundation through your hands as you step your feet back. We're taking a moment here to really set up our plank pose. You always have the option to bring your knees to the earth for a little added support. Otherwise, we're using the earth as leverage, right, to find engagement. So push through your hands, big breath in. Keep that push as you exhale your front ribs up to the back of your body. On your inhale, push through your feet, feel your thigh bones lift up. As you exhale, engage through your seat and your inner thighs. Now keep all of that energy hugging to the midline like you have blocks between your legs and your arms. Inhale shifts you forward to your tippy toes. And your exhale, with control, keep that engagement as you slow motion lower all the way to the earth. Feeling that power at your center to support your descent. Untuck your toes. Reactivate as you root through the tops of your feet. Inhale, low cobra, lift through your chest. As you exhale, option to hover your hands. Next breath in, maybe reach your hands overhead, towards the front of the room. Imagine you're holding a yoga block over the crown of your head, lifting your thumbs up to the sky. You can keep the tops of your feet rooted. If you'd like to, maybe float your legs. Take a big breath in. Everything hugs in and up. On your exhale, bring your hands to frame your ribcage, forehead and feet to the earth. Tuck your toes underneath. Option for your knees to stay grounded for support or knees lifted for a challenge. Find your in-breath. Without momentum, use your out-breath to slowly push to your plank pose. Then press back to your downward facing dog. Take a little paddle through your feet as you breathe in. Maybe open mouth, exhale, let it go. We're going to take one more sun A variation. With your inhale, rise your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Take a big hop or a step to the top of your yoga mat. With your inhale, lengthen out halfway. As you exhale, forward fold, dive down. Deep breath in, rise to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, reach to the ceiling. And breath out, gather your hands to heart center, returning to your intention. Interlace your fingers, except for pointer fingers and thumbs. With your inhale from your heart space, send that intention forward and up, maybe a gentle little back bend. On your exhale, bend your knees, tip forward and down, releasing your hands as you arrive. Halfway lift is your inhale. High plank on your exhale, root and step back. Bring your feet to about hips distance apart this time. We're going to pivot all 10 toes to the right, so we're in a stagger-footed side plank. The sole of your right foot is planted. Reach your right hand to the sky. You could also bring your left knee to the earth. Make sure your left elbow isn't in hyperextension. Reaching your right hand up and overhead like a side body stretch, take a breath in. On your exhale, option to root strong through your right foot, to pull your left knee towards your chest, maybe right elbow taps your left thigh. On your in-breath, release back to that stagger-footed side plank. Exhale through center. Switching sides, all 10 toes pivot to the left, reach your left hand high, big breath in. On your exhale, maybe send your left hand overhead for that side body stretch. Holding here, right knee up or down on the earth, take an inhale. Invitation to get strong with your left foot. Thread your right knee through towards your chest, perhaps left elbow taps your right thigh. Inhale, open back up. Exhale to your high plank. As you breathe in, option for a crouching tabletop. Maybe bend your knees towards a hover. Push your hips towards your heels. Exhale through your chaturanga, shift forward. Lower halfway or all the way. Open your chest, up dog or cobra, big breath in. And then downward facing dog as you exhale out, hips to the sky. You reset with an inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good breath in, heels lift up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, step or hop to the top. Upon your inhale, lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders out of ears. And exhale towards your chair pose, hips sink back and down. Begin to lift your heart and hands, deep breath in. Now, hugging to the midline. If your feet are together, squeeze your thighs together. If your feet are more hips distance, imagine a block between your legs to hug into. Take a breath. With your exhale, sweep your right hand back to your twist. Keep your left thigh bone plugged in so your hips stay square. On your in-breath, bring it back to center, right hand reaches. Exhale, second side, left hand sweeps back. Inhale, left hand goes forward. On your exhale, hands to heart center, interlacing fingers except for pointer fingers and thumbs. We're going to lean into our right foot and come to left tippy toes. Push through the ball mount of your right foot to help draw your low belly in. As you drive through your right heel, feel your strong right seat. And then from there, flamingo your left heel up. Collarbones are wide across your chest. And from here, start to tip forward towards an airplane pose. Send your left leg back. Big breath in. It's okay if it's wobbly, it's still early and we're already on one leg. On your exhale, crescent lunge. Land your left tippy toes to the earth. Take your pointer fingers, reach them to the sky as you inhale. Maybe that little bit of a back bend. On exhale, you're going to start to bend your left knee to a hover as you reach your pointer fingers forward in line with your heart. So in a 90-90 lunge, you can always bring your left knee to the earth and directing the intention from your heart forward. Releasing your hands like you're holding a yoga block out in front of you. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, right hand's going to pull that bow and arrow as you twist to the right. Good. From here, sending that intention forward, release your right fingertips to the front, square off as you take an inhale. Same thing, exhale, pull from your bow and arrow, twisting to the right. Feel your strong core. And then release that arrow forward, right hand meets your left, breath in. Last time, as you exhale, pull through your bow and arrow and pause. We're going to let the right hand reach all the way back into your open arm twist. And keeping the open arm twist, inhale to exalt, reach your left hand towards the sky. On your exhale, we're going to windmill down into a low lunge. Let your left leg lengthen as you windmill your hands down to frame your right foot. Big breath in, push the earth away. On exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, pluck your right foot up off the ground. You choose high plank or one-legged plank. Inhale, sends your right foot back to hover or tap the earth. On exhale, right knee's going towards your left tricep. Cross underneath yourself. Hold for your breath in. Recruit the power of your left quad as you hold for your breath out. Three-legged dog. Inhale, right leg reaches. As you exhale, bend your knee, open your head. Big breath in. Maybe find a hip circle in each direction. Slow breath out. Inhale to your three-legged dog, send energy and intention through your right foot. Exhale to high plank as you shift forward, right toes meet your left. Hold plank or crouching tabletop, breath in. Chaturanga or downward facing dog as you breathe out. Trying to maintain the fullness of your inhales. And that complete exhale with each cycle. Okay, here we go. We're going to inhale, heels lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Travel to the top of your yoga mat. Breathe into your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, send your hips back towards chair pose, Utkatasana. Breath in reaches your hands up. This time as you breathe out, prayer twist to the left. So we're just going to try on our prayer twist this round. Feel it in the body. Right elbow's going towards the outside of your left thigh. Collarbones wide across your chest. Then check in to see that your knees are still square. I like to think about squeezing left knee into right here as I twist to the left. With an in breath, reach through center. On your out breath, take it to the opposite side. Turn to your right, left elbow hooks. Use that connection between your left elbow and your right thigh to help light up your core. So pressing elbow and thigh together to integrate front ribs to the back body. Okay, as you're ready, chair pose through center, big breath in. This can be a little baby chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlacing except for pointer fingers and thumbs. Shift your energy into your left foot. Maybe start with right tippy toes. Can we press to the ball mount of our left foot to draw the front ribs in and low belly. As you feel your heel root, flamingo your right heel to your seat. Gently draw your shoulder blades towards each other to open your chest. And then tip towards your airplane pose, root your left foot to reach your right leg back in space. Find a little length through the nape of your neck. Breath in. And exhale, high crescent legs, right toes release to the back of your yoga mat. And your in-breath, reach your pointer fingers to the sky. Breath out, 90-90 crescent lunge as you send your pointer fingers forward, directing your heart space and tension. Right knee comes to a hover. And remember, you can also bring your right knee all the way down to the earth. Feel the squeeze through your inner thighs, that hug from your outer hips. But notice if your knees are trying to collapse to center, balance that out with a slight energetic press wide through your lower thigh bones. Release the clasp of your hands, fingertips reaching forward. Bow and arrow to the left. Pulling that bowstring, pull your left elbow back and twist from your core to the left side of the room. As you inhale, release your left hand forward, square off. Same thing, exhale, pull, twist, gather up energy. And as you inhale, unwinding through center, send that intention forward. Good, last one here, exhale, pull and twist to the left. Pausing here, extend your left hand back here in your open arm twist. Strong through your center, front ribs drawing in. Inhale to exalt, reach your right hand high. Find that stretch through your side body. Slowly windmill down to your low lunge, extending your right leg as you go. Hands plant to the earth, take a big breath in. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose, think cat spine to pluck your left foot off the earth. As you root into the earth, you choose one-legged plank or high plank, so left foot can land or float. Take your inhale, front ribs drawing in. Left knee towards your right tricep as you exhale. Hold for your breath in. Trusting in your power as you stay for breath out. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts to the sky. And then bend your knee and open your hip. Find a hip circle in each direction, so going one way as you inhale. And reverse that circle as you exhale. Lengthen your left leg back, three-legged dog, generous breath in. Shifting forward to your high plank as you breathe out, left toes land. Hold, our invitation for crouching tabletop, inhale. Down dog or chaturanga as you exhale. Maybe this time you just send your hips up and back, right? Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is say no thank you, to honor what our individual bodies need. You have one last little bit of standing flow. Once you find your way back to down dog, let's reset with a breath together. Returning to our intentions, we inhale fully. Open mouth, exhale. And inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, looking forward, step or float to the top of your yoga mat. Use your in-breath to invite your heart into your halfway lift. Shrug your shoulders out of your ears, untuck your tailbone. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Rise all the way to stand, however you'd like. You can circle sweep, roll it up, reach forward and up. We meet in Urdhva Hastasana, hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. As you create that pointer finger arrow with your hands, interlacing fingers except for pointer fingers and thumbs. Feel your heels heavy to the earth, tailbone heavy, reestablishing your strong roots. Okay, pelvic floor lights up. On your inhale, send that arrow forward from your heart and up to the sky, maybe that little tiny back bend. On exhale, hands to heart as you sink towards your chair pose. Breath in. We're in a prayer twist to the right as you breathe out. So you can keep your pointer fingers like such. You could bring your palms together. You could also take Hakini Mudra, fingertips to kiss, right? Palms separate. So your hands of choice. As you find your twisted chair, look down at the earth in front of you. Just like we did, we're going to lean into our right foot, maybe come to the left tippy toes. Can you press through the ball of your right foot to draw your low belly in? And as you're ready, flamingo your left heel up. We're headed to a prayer twisted lunge. For more challenge, can you send your left leg back and float it just like we did in our spinal balance tabletop earlier? Big breath in, supporting through your core. On exhale, left toes land into that prayer twisted lunge. Good. Rotate your chest to the right. Spread your wings open. Strong through your legs. We're going to inhale to our exalted crescent. Sweep your left hand all the way up to the sky. On your exhale, left elbow is going to tip to tap the outside of your right thigh again, just for your breath out. Pushing through your feet, support at your center. Inhale, exalt, reach your left hand high again. Last time, exhale, left elbow taps to the outer right thigh. Good. Inhale to exalt your crescent, rise up. On your exhale, windmill all the way down into your low lunge. Push the earth away. Bring your right knee towards your nose. Inhale, one-legged plank or high plank, right leg goes back. Supporting with your left quad, exhale, right knee towards your left tricep. For a little extra here, as you inhale, maybe dip your right knee towards the earth, towards your left wrist. On your exhale, can you cat spine, pull your right thigh way up into your chest, into your left armpit. Three-legged dog is your inhale. Bend your knee, open your hip as you exhale. Stay here and find a wild thing, stepping your right tippy toes to the earth, and then take your right hand to your heart, and then pull that energy, that intention from your heart, and send it overhead to the front of the room. Good. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and unwind. Right foot meets your left. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top. Your inhale, your center strength lift you halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to find your fold. Follow your inhale, ride it all the way up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, maybe close down your eyes for a moment. Returning to your intention, interlace your fingers besides pointer fingers and thumbs. On your inhale from your heart, send that energy forward and up. Option for that little bit of a tip towards the sky with your chest. Exhale, chair pose, hands to heart. Maybe keeping that little arrow action. Breath in. Prayer twist to the left. So rotating to your left. Again, you can keep the arrow fingers, palms together, Hakini Mudra, your preference. Look down at the ground in front of your yoga mat, pressing into your feet. Engage through your center to float your right heel. Anchor through the ball of your left foot, low belly lights up, and flamingo your right heel up and in. Okay, keep focus through your breath and your gaze as you send your right leg back, maybe airplaning that right leg first before you step your right tippy toes down into your prayer twisted lunge. Try to create buoyancy underneath your right hip bone so we're not collapsing to center. You hug through the inner thighs, but press slightly wide through our outer thighs and lower legs. Spreading your wings open, open arm twist. Supporting through your midsection, inhale, exalt. Feel your core. Help support that lift. Exhale, right elbow tap, strong obliques. Inhale, exalt, right hand to the sky. Yeah, twice more. Exhale, rotate to tap. Last time, inhale, exalt. Exhale, right elbow, outer left thigh, a little tap. Breath in, right hand reaches high. Breath out, windmill your hands down into your low lunge. Find your roots, and then draw your left knee up into your nose. Pluck your thigh bone high into your chest. One-legged plank or high plank in breath. Left knee towards your right tricep on your out breath. Option to dip your left knee towards your right wrist as you inhale. Then zip it up into your right armpit as you exhale. Cat your spine, front ribs in. Three-legged dog, lengthen your left leg high. Bend your knee, open your hips, stay, or wild thing. Perhaps your left tippy toes arrive to the earth. Bring your left hand to your heart. And then as you inhale, pull that intention from your heart, send it overhead to the front of the room. Making your way back to your downward facing dog, nice and slow. Okay. Down dog, breath in. Balance that heat in the body with an open mouth, exhale out. And final bit of standing balance. We inhale, heels high. Exhale the top of your mat, your way, your journey. Lengthen halfway as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Just taking a little bit of a moment before we continue. Option to take second and third fingers around your big toes. Or you could also take gorilla, hands underneath the soles of your feet, toes to your wrist creases. Whichever variation you choose, keeping some bend in your knees. Inhale, just find like a little extension of your spine, not quite a halfway lift. As you exhale, gently draw yourself forward towards your thighs. And one more breath here to the back of the body. Exhale, releasing through the hands. Also release and relax your jaw. With soft knees, heavy head and tailbone, we're going to roll up to standing this time. Leading with the space at the back of the heart, arms heavy. Getting that stretch through the thoracic spine. At the top, a little shoulder shrug. Then hands to heart center, interlacing except for pointer fingers and thumbs. Last time like this, we're going to sink into like a baby chair. So think about finding that sweet spot where your knees are bent, but again, the balls of your feet, as they root down, give you access to drawing through the front line, so your low core, your low belly strength, so your low back feels super supported. So for me, like all the way up here, I feel both access to my glutes and to my front line, versus when I sink low, I get a lot of quad and glute engagement, but it's a little bit harder to access to the low belly, and we're pretty deep in the hip flexors. So find that sweet spot for you. With an open chest, we're going to lean into our right foot. You can come to left tippy toes. Now this can be home base for you, or you can flamingo your left foot up. Yes? What we're going to do is as we inhale, we're just going to tap our left tippy toes back as we send our pointer fingers forward, reaching through that arrow. Keep the core strong. Exhale, draw back in. So either to your flamingo, our left tippy toes to the earth, hands to heart. Good, twice more. Inhale, tap and reach. Exhale, back to center. Feel your core moving your limbs. Last time like this. Inhale, tap and reach. Exhale through center. Hands stay at heart. Push through your right foot. Bring your left leg with you to stand. Right, releasing your hands forward like you're holding a block out from your heart. Bow and arrow to the left. Pull that bowstring as you twist to the left. Good, inhale, send your left hand forward. Releasing the arrow, maybe extend your left leg. Push through your right foot to help find that lift through your left toes. Exhale, hands to heart. Gentle chair, interlacing your fingers. Finding your reset, we're going to start to lean into our left foot. We'll just explore that little progression second side. As you open your chest again, you can have your right tippy toes grounded between, or you can find flamingo between. And your inhale, send your arms forward, right tippy toes tap back. It doesn't have to be like your full lunge, just a little tap back. Exhale, core center pulls you back in. Good, two more. Inhale, lengthen, tap. Exhale, core center pulls in, low back is supported. One more time. Inhale, reach, tap. Exhale, draw in. Now drive through your left foot, rise up with your right leg. Releasing your arrow forward, split your hands. Take your inhale. Exhale, bow and arrow to the right, pull the bowstring. Think about pressing your right knee forward. Right? Finding that squareness in your hips as you twist. Good, one more moment here. Now coming back to your intention as you release that arrow forward, right hand meets your left. Maybe extend through your right leg. Root down through your left foot, squeeze through the strength, the power of your right quad, breath in. Exhale, place your right foot to the earth. Soften your knees and forward fold. Head heavy, tailbone tall, take an inhale. Start to bend your knees and have a seat as you exhale. I'm running out of time, but I do want to do one seated stretch before we lower down. We'll take a butterfly, soles of your feet together, knees open wide for the lower body. If this doesn't feel easeful, you can take any symmetrical seated shape. We're going to inhale to stretch tall. Exhale, side bend. Let your left hand fall beside you. Reach your right hand up and over. Left hand's pressing down into the earth and away from the body to help you root your right sitting bone into your yoga mat. And from that rooted place of your right sitting bone, feel your right fingertips reach, getting a stretch through your side body, your obliques that you worked and strengthened, activated and engaged all throughout practice. One more twist here, right hand to the outside of your left thigh. As you grow tall, take an inhale, left fingertips navigate behind you. Exhale, rotate. Now right hand's going to stay holding onto the outside of your left knee. You turn your heart forward. One more side bend, but this time you're like hanging out in the hammock of your right arm. So think the knee that you're holding onto, imagine that's really heavy to the earth as you reach. Good, unwinding, reach both hands high, breath in. Side bend, leaning to your right, right hand to the earth, left hand up and over. You can control the depth through adding in more bend through your right elbow. But again, use your right hand to root and press your left sitting bone firmly into the earth. From that rooted place, feel your extension, your stretch as you breathe in. We'll twist to our right with breath out. Left hand catches your right knee. Scoot your right fingertips behind you. Follow your in-breath to grow tall. Out-breath, rotate around. Your hand that's clasping your knee is going to stay. Imagine an anchor, like a heavy weight from that knee down to the earth as you turn your chest forward. Side body stretch to the opposite side. Again, letting the weight of your torso lean into the hammock of your left arm. Breath in and breath out. You center one more time as you inhale. And exhale, hands to the earth. Okay. Scooching forward, anchor your heels into the ground at the top of your yoga mat. Take a big breath in. And from that strength from your center to slow and controlled, your core will deliver you to your back body. When you arrive to the earth, take a full body stretch. Big breath in. Your exhale, gather both of your knees to your chest. As you draw yourself into an embrace, maybe cocoon, forehead to knees, breath in. On your exhale, head and shoulders drop back. Hands catch your right shin, extend your left leg long, wind removing pose. Find your inhale. And follow your exhale to twist. Just take a deep breath here together. Fill your lungs, full breath in. When you're ready, open mouth, exhale out. Slowly start to migrate back to center. Left knee meets your right. Exchanging your legs, release your right leg long. Your right thigh get heavy as you pull your left thigh close, breathing into that connection between femur bone and belly. Breath out takes you to your twist. Your left leg drape across you. Left shoulder gets heavy. Collective breath in through the nose, fill up. Find that little pause at the top, that moment as you feel the fullness of your breath. And then open mouth, exhale, release. Returning to center, knees to your chest one final time. Invitation to curl your forehead to your knees one more time. Big breath in. And your exhale, release your arms and your legs out long. Finding your way into your Shavasana. There is something else your body is craving to feel more balanced, more complete. Take a few breaths to add that in first. And then allow yourself to find stillness. To close down your eyes and shift inward. After moving and breathing, after activating and cultivating a sense of inner fire, if you find yourself in these last few minutes of stillness, taking that directed, focused awareness towards your inner environment, that inner landscape. And so use these last few minutes to be and to breathe, but maybe also for a little bit of introspection and reflection. Reflecting on your sense of self, your capability, your strength, that deep trust and knowing of who you are. To stand in who you are, unwavering even as the world swirls around us. This last minute, maybe your hands land to your belly, to the solar plexus area, this midsection of your body, where the third chakra, Manipura, lives. And taking that sense of power that you cultivated on your mat today with you as you travel, as you navigate through the other moments of your day ahead, maybe the rest of the week. Knowing that that power that exists within you is with you always. It's always there to be accessed and to be tapped into. And you don't need to step onto your yoga mat to connect to that inner strength. Gather a deep inhale in. One more open mouth exhale out. And maybe your hands stay here. Maybe your hands find their way to your heart. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. May our practices always serve as our teachers, our guides, leading us to live with greater authenticity and to love more deeply each and every day. I thank you so much for being here, making space in your day to move powerfully and mindfully. And namaste.